So, when you said you wanted to be reincarnated as a plate, what did you mean by that?
What did you mean by that?
From Dallas, Fort Worth, it's the Midnight Power Hour.
I don't know. I just kind of said it.
For those that don't know that are listening, first of all, welcome to the Midnight Power Hour. I'm joined by my cousins, essentially my siblings, Nikki El Cranio,
Nikki Nickel,
aka lilnickyttv, and Zachary the Grub, Zachary Leviticus. Now, what did you say earlier that you were changing it to?
I was thinking that I was going to change my last name to Taint.
Taint. Right, Zachary Leviticus Taint.
Or maybe like...
You know the area between your balls and your asshole?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Or
that
the
very
or the
nice
grundle.
area.
It's also called a grundle.
A grundle.
Yeah, I was thinking of grundle too. That's kind of funky.
Grundle sounds like more of an alter ego. Like, oh shit, he's going goblin. He's going grundle.
He's going grundle mode.
Yeah, that sounds more like that. No, but for people that don't know, Nicky, when he's in an unfamiliar location, sleeping over in an unfamiliar location, he tends to sleepwalk, sleep talk, and he says some bizarre ass shit.
More specifically, it's when I don't get enough sleep and I'm in an unknown location.
When
That too.
I die,
Unfamiliar
I wanna
location.
Get reincarnated as so polite.
Yes.
And then he just rolled back over and
went back to sleep. That shit was fucking hilarious. What kind of plate did you want to become?
Ooh, like a nice.
Ooh, I'm
little
thinking like a
china.
nice china plate.
Like a china?
Yeah.
So not like a paper
Like
plate.
I think a whole set. I want to be a whole set. Yeah.
with like some
Expensive.
with glasses too and shit, like the whole nine. I could see it. I could see you being a nice, fine piece of china.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Or a nice tree. This would be a nice tree.
It's very different from your original
You think
plate idea.
at the end of the tree there'd be the little socks on the roots?
Because honestly, who the fuck would want to be reincarnated as a human? This life sucks.
Oh yeah, I hate
it's-
existing most of the time.
Yeah, 9 days out of the week, I'm generally not a fan of, breathing.
Me either.
Yeah. I mean, we all have our prospective jobs, our prospective roles in society, none of which are great.
I love my job.
You know what we can talk about is, God. Let's talk about
Oh,
God for a
shit.
minute.
Yeah, let's talk
Buckle
about
in, folks.
Let's not get offended
trans,
here, okay?
non-binary God.
Let's just, talk about how
Yes.
inconsiderate God is, okay?
Trans, non-binary God.
Yes, trans non-binary God.
Just God. The grand architect of the universe.
I don't think God had a gender to begin with, did he?
Yeah, exactly. That's
Did
why they're
they?
non-binary. They did.
Although we always called him he.
I know, but because if man was created in their image and woman was created in their image, then what does that mean?
Okay, that image thing.
God is genderless.
Why are monkeys also semi in his image? Because monkeys semi look like humans. So why did he make monkeys semi look like him, semi in his
We
image?
evolved from monkeys.
I know that.
Do you
but
believe that?
That's scientifically proven.
I believe that we evolved from not apes. I believe that, but like the fucking.
I love science. I've always been a big fan of
Mm-hmm.
science. And yes, I do believe that we evolved from apes.
Well, there's the fossil record to back that up. To be fair, I mean, it makes sense. Just all around, like.
And with
we
this
adapted to our
solar
environment.
eclipse coming up and everybody trying to tie that into the end of the world.
Oh my god, I've seen that.
How-
So, if we post this after the eclipse, because it might go after, but the April 8th eclipse that's going on, the total eclipse. Yeah.
Don't burn your retinas.
No, go on though. Yeah, don't burn your retinas. Get your space class. Space class. Space class. That's not a thing. Get your space class.
Again!
Get your space cast classes. Go to the fucking www.spacecast.biz. Not space class, because that's not a thing. Anyways, go on. You were saying?
Your space.
No, it ties back into, how life sucks and how, the top 1% doesn't really give a fuck about us. Let's just talk about that. As I, talked about in the last podcast
Yes.
about corporate greed and
Everything
all of that.
wrong with America.
Why
Episode 8.
is our generation, or, everybody so comfortable working a 9 to 5 like a slave and just doing the same shit every day. You're working a 9 to 5, you go home, you take a shower, maybe have like an hour or two to yourself, and then you go to bed. Then you go to bed and you wake back up, do the same shit over again. Sometimes maybe you have the weekends off. It seems more and more jobs these days aren't guaranteeing weekends off.
It's like, oh, we need you to come in a little fucking extra.
Now, fast food industry, I can understand why you're open on weekends because it's always going to be in demand, but other places, shouldn't force people to work on weekends.
I suck my ass.
Like, I'm sorry, you want to buy some clothes, come during the week in your off time.
So you want to bring it back to like the old school, just like, I don't know. Wait, was it ever like that where things were just closed on the weekends? I don't recall that ever.
I don't think it's ever been like that, but I think it should be, just to give people a rest.
Give society a break.
As homophobic as the Chick-fil-A company is, I do stand by their decision to, give their employees off on Sundays. Give their employees off on Sundays.
I think the employees should be off too, and I think the space class should really
sell more eclipse glasses.
I think my big message here is just life sucks very bad. They're talking about raising the Social Security age to 70 now.
Oh,
life expectancy, even though they say it's getting up to the late 80s or very low 90s. No, honey, no. Life expectancy is very low.
Yeah, I know people at 30 that have already had like 4 heart attacks. Like, it's not like the health standard, the shit we be eating. Like, there's no way you can convince me that somehow we're living longer.
And then, as a person who doesn't have health care, it's like, what the fuck am I supposed to do when something happens?
Wait a minute. You work at a hospital.
Do you not have insurance?
Yeah, you don't have health care and you work at a hospital? And
I work at a warehouse and I get
I
insurance.
don't, because it takes too much out of your paycheck. I opted not to.
How much does it take out of your paycheck if you don't mind saying? You can say over
like at least 100, right?
Is it?
Well, because I only get paid, I think, like 600 and something every 2 weeks.
Oh, wait.
What
are you part-time?
Fuck? Are you part-time?
Yes.
Oh,
okay, yeah.
Well, you're part-time and you get insurance. That's kind of crazy because most part-time places don't. But, yeah, that's still...
But even with full-time, they take out insurance.
And it's like $100.
They take out your taxes. They take out Social Security from your check.
Like
they take out a lot of stuff. Like, if you look at the Navy pay, you know how they get people to join the armed services is they tell you, oh, you're going to be making this amount of money a year. Whenever I was joining, they said that pay for my grade, which is E1 at the time, was like $70,000 a year. You want to know how much I got out of that $70,000 for that year?
50,000?
No. Take
less than 50?
Take a wild guess.
Okay, hold on, wait a minute. Because if it was around 30,000, that's like
a stale bag of
$25,000.
Wait, what?
Oh, my guess was close.
But like, hold on, like most minimum wage people just working regular shit get paid more than that. How the fuck is that even?
Because they say that, they provide you with housing either on the ship or in the barracks. They provide you with meals on the ship.
So that shit wasn't included in the initial. Then why the fuck are they going
What makes me question where my money is going is like if you're telling me that my average salary for an E1 is supposed to be from 65 to 70K a year, why am I only getting 25K? Where's the other 40K going?
To white people.
50K going.
It all comes back to white people.
To other countries' wars, most likely. But like...
Which are funded by white people.
And I would look at my LES, which is your leave-in earnings statement. It's basically a pay stub. And I would see, hundreds of dollars being taken out for Social Security every check.
God damn.
They said healthcare came with, the service, so I never saw that. But taxes were a bitch, but the shit never added up to me. Like, oh yeah, because of all this being deducted from my paycheck, that's where the other 50K is going. Yeah.
And if you live long enough to see that retirement money, maybe it'll be worth it if you live and I hope you live a long, fruitful life.
And I'm sorry, I've been going on a rant, but my big message here is like, let's get back to God real quick. God, a lot of people,
root cause of this.
The root cause is God. Let's be honest. He put me down here without, or they put me down here without asking me?
Oh my
Yeah.
god, that killed me.
I'm sorry. Did you ask me if I wanted to be here? No, you
Oh,
didn't.
for real, you didn't get my consent. This is rape. I'm offended.
Or did they and we just don't remember?
Even though it sounds like a
Censor
joke,
the-
I'm even
when I
though it
said
sounds
we're-
like a joke,
we're
I'm
rape.
being dead ass. Like, I know he says, "Oh, I give you free will to do this and that and do whatever you want," but in the end, it's either you follow my rules or you go to hell. I'm sorry. Did I say I want to be here, God? No, I didn't.
Or maybe I wanted to
Why
be
am I obligated to follow what you want me to do?
Maybe I wanted to be a tardigrade.
If I really had free will, like, come on, bro. Yeah. Is that really free will when you're saying, "Oh, do this," or you're gonna burn in hell? Is that really free
I
will?
mean, but that is your free will, right?
Like-
that's your choice, right?
Well, he's like, God's like,
It's your choice, but it's also he's obligating you to do.
it's your
something.
choice. It's like I'm giving you a choice, but like if you choose to do all the fun shit, like you're gonna burn in hell.
God's
forever,
like,
and you're
God's
gonna
like,
suffer.
God's like, well, you could put a cock in your ass, but if you do,
I put the prostate in the ass, but
if you discover that, we have an issue.
But I also think where most problems lie is that the Bible is, mostly man-made these days. It's been translated.
That's the conclusion we came
these
to
days
last
it
podcast.
was made by people in the first place. Like the fuck,
What do you
by
mean?
God Himself. Jesus
People
was
wrote
like,
the
hey-
Bible.
Yeah, people wrote the Bible. It was made by people in the first place. It
Well, I
wasn't
know,
like,
but-
never like, oh, God told me.
Yes,
to
but
do
by
this.
his disciples. What I'm saying is it was probably more accurate at that time than it is now.
It applies
it's been
less
changed.
today.
Because people don't change the Bible per se, but they
Oh, they do.
interpret things differently.
Because
Yeah,
it's a translation of a dead language. Like,
Yeah.
it's gonna be.
That's
some
what exactly I said last one.
misconstruation.
Sorry, I
So
cut you off.
I think
No, you're
we've interpreted things to it's something completely different than what was intentionally, or than what was originally intentioned. I think.
Intended.
I think so.
Intended.
Intended. Intention.
Not intention.
Space
Fuck
clocks.
y'all. But you know what I'm saying?
No, I totally get what you're saying.
So it's like I have a rocky relationship with God, but I am going to blame him. Not only did he put me here without asking me, but then he told me to follow this silly book that just contradicts itself in every page you turn.
yeah, there's a like a list of books that weren't put in the Bible. I have like a book that contains those books, and it really kind of makes you evaluate it a little bit
Should
differently.
be talking about
Because let's
giants
just
and
talk about
Yeah.
shit.
sexuality.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I'll
okay.
be saying that.
Yeah, the
The
ones that
Nephilims and shit.
she
Let's
probably seen the
just-
book of read the book of Enoch. That's
She
probably what
has,
she
yeah.
quotes. I mean, it is.
Super in that shit.
There's some. I think
Let's
it's a good
talk about
read.
the whole
but
LGBT
You
issue.
burped straight into the mic.
he
What a
burped
king.
and
Hold
cut
on.
us off, cut us off in the whole thing. He said, "Let's talk about but I like the direction we're going in, so
Let's talk
I'll
about
allow
the
it."
LGBT issue
The Levitical.
pertaining to the Bible. I can't speak on the trans issue because I'm not trans.
I can.
We got a resident trans with us today.
Resident tranny in the building.
However,
Only I can say
I am gay, and I can tell you that me being gay is not a choice, honey. It's not. You really think I want to wake up every day?
And a lot of people believe it's a choice.
Yes, I know. To this day, still, there's a lot of people I've met that believe it's a choice.
I'm
but
gonna throw up because that's like facts. Sorry to cut you off, but I just need to get this out. Like, okay, for me, I'm sure you probably grew up your whole life, which I'm trying to look at you, but also talking to the mic, which is hard. But so you probably grew up your whole life being like, I wish I could just like girls. I wish I could just be straight.
'Cause it's
my life
easier.
would be fucking easier.
Yes,
and
even
that's
to
the
this day.
same shit that I think. Like, I wish I could just be a girl. Like, you know how many times I fucking cry in the bathroom at work, being like, I wish, like, crying in the girls' bathroom fucking sucks for me. But it makes it even worse. But I'd be like, fuck, I just wish I was fine with being a girl. Like, I wish I was cool. Like, I wish I was fine with this life. Like, I wish I could just accept it and not be trans and shit. Or I wish I was just born a fucking dude. Like, Jesus Christ. It fucking
Yeah.
sucks. Like, people think that I just woke up one day and was like, I want to be different. I'm going to be
They-
gay.
they have
I'm gonna be
this-
trans. Like,
this-
you can't do that.
They have this like outlook that you think like, oh, I just want to flip off the world, like fuck everybody,
Like, I want
and
to
I
be
just
different.
yeah.
Oh, fuck God.
because
Yeah.
Bitch, what the fuck?
my thing is like my my defense when someone says, oh, it's a choice, my thing is like, oh, you think I choose to be oppressed? You think I
Yeah.
choose to face discrimination day in and
Yeah.
day out? Like, no.
I'm
That's
not gonna
not a
lie.
choice.
When you first explained that to me, and we were like teenagers, we were like little monkeys, we were little babies. it made me open my eyes a bit, because at that time I think I had freshly, like, I was still like a Christian, like identified as a Christian at that point, but I had come from a very, very, very like intensified religion to where like that sort of stuff wasn't tolerated, or really wasn't accepted.
Oh yeah.
Were you a Jehovah's Witness?
Yes.
Not
until,
you
like, I was
knocking
12,
out people's doors, invading their privacy with a watchtower.
I did do that a few times with my family. But yeah, no, but when you explained it to me like that, it really made me like, yeah, like why would he choose the harder route, the more, because let's be real here, we don't necessarily come from a family that's necessarily like, oh yeah, it's whatever you choose to be, whatever. Why would you choose the more difficult route to, you know, if it was a choice?
And
being trans, I thank God every day. I thank the non-binary God every day, my little version of God, every day that I'm trans, because this is a hard fucking life, but goddamn is it fulfilling to be myself for once in my fucking life, right? It's fucking great. It sucks ass, but it's fucking rewarding. It's like work.
It's a two sides to being who you are authentically. It's like you're happy with yourself, but you're also hurt that, you know, the rest of the people can't see how happy you are and how authentic you're being.
Bug them. Bug them.
And they just want to see, people just want to see the difference in each other, and I'm just like, why, bro? Why focus on the differences?
Why does it automatically invoke like such anger and like
hatred.
irrational anger, just almost like a visceral reaction?
It's because people see you being yourself so much, and they wish they could be themselves too. And you know, like that saying that like people hate what they aren't.
They fear what they don't understand.
Yeah, exactly. Fucking, they like, people don't like seeing people happy and seeing people like being themselves.
Prosper.
Because they usually grew up in a scenario where they couldn't be themselves. So they're just stuck trying to pass on that hurt.
Yeah. Well, if I gotta struggle and I can't be
No,
myself.
The last time I had a boyfriend, which was Clayton,
Clayton
and
mayonnaise.
I was holding his hand in downtown. We were walking around Sundance Square.
Was this when we were all hanging out?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And
I
we
remember.
went to the movies.
Yep.
Even though I was with you guys, it's like anytime as an LGBT person out in public, you have to be cautious.
Yeah.
Because it's like, you never know what any crazy person will do, like hurt you or try to fight you just for being yourself.
Yeah.
And
I hate to say it, but trans people have it worse. Like, I know gay people have it bad, but trans people have it the worst in our community.
yeah, and it's bad because I was literally just about to say it's easy for me right now as a trans person because I still pass as a woman. If you don't know me, hi, my name is Zach. My pronouns are he, it, they, and I'm a slay. So,
Listen to the first podcast episode with Zach. Everything wrong with the internet, and the first episode with Nikki was everything wrong with America. So watch both of those episodes. Listen to both of those episodes.
do it anyway. So I am AFAB, assigned female at birth, but I am trans mask. So I identify with male pronouns and etc. And I'm at the point in my transition where if I want to present as a woman, I can still. Like, I still have... Oh, I'm not close enough.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I still have, like, the breastises, and I still have, like, the fucking feminine voice, and I'm not growing facial hair yet, so it's easy for me to pass. It's not like me walking... Like, if I was born a man walking down the street with my boyfriend, that's very visible. But, so that's worse, and that's hard, and I see your struggle there, Nicholas. But I like it when I do start transitioning visibly, and I start taking tea, and I like get my fucking biddies chopped off. It's gonna be like, I know I'm ready for some bullshit. I really am, because we live in a red state, and that shit's nasty as hell. Texas people fucking hate me. If my own mom can call me some bad shit, then people gonna call me some bad shit.
The upside to this is that slowly but surely Texas is becoming a blue state.
I don't hope so.
I was gonna kind of point on that too. It's like a lot of the people I'm acquaintances or friends with, you know, are not the kind of people that would obviously be homophobic or, you know, anything like that. So I think, and that is just one group of friends. That's not representative of the entire community. But, you know, I always mention this point. It's like, you know, we're going to get old one day, and the current old people with the very hardcore Presbyterian-esque Latter-day Saints sort of beliefs, they're all going to pass on, and then we're going to be old, and hopefully we're going to be the ones, once the current politicians that are literally on death's door are gone, and we could be the ones to kind of...
Mitch McConnell.
Yeah, pausing at every sentence. Hopefully...
Joe Biden.
Yeah, same with him too.
Donald Trump.
They're all old as fuck. But hopefully we could be those people that are just like finally a sigh of relief. Like we can all just live.
Nancy Pelosi. I'm sorry.
No, you're right. It's literally fucking every single one of those bastards. Every single... Hillary Clinton.
Just chilling and
Cedar Rapids.
Rapids.
The only young person we have at one of the top offices in this country is Kamala Harris. She's
facts, yeah.
I thought you were gonna say
I don't necessarily
Bernie
like
Sanders.
her. I don't necessarily like her. Hell no. I don't necessarily
That
like
socialist?
her. However, I do believe that it's time for some new blood in politics.
I don't, like I said, I don't really keep up with anyone or anything politics anymore because I just,
politics.
Yeah, I don't think we have anyone that's really on our side per se. I think it's a combination of nepo babies and billionaires.
And George Washington himself said, "Be cautious of the two-party system in America."
Yeah, he didn't want that. Yeah. He also didn't want us getting involved in other countries' shit, which is what America is most famous for. Oh shit. But that's...
I think we need a nice, strong independent who reps both sides, who can actually, listen to the people and work with the people instead of against, but fakely on their side.
I couldn't even tell you.
Like me, Zach, 2028. Yeah, 2028. Let's fucking go.
Did you hear that somebody literally changed their name to literally anyone else and ran for president? So that all the people that are voting literally anyone else, because when you vote, you could literally put whatever the fuck you want in the other option, essentially. I hope he gets it, truly. I hope he fucking wins.
I hope D's Nuts finally wins.
Or Harambe.
Oh, Harambe would be a good president. He'd lead this country, right?
Getting a Ouija
I have
board.
a topic I would like to talk about.
Go for it, man.
And this is one that Zach can speak on.
Is it about spiky hair?
No.
Ooh, is it about faux hawks?
Or Hawaiian shirts?
What is your stance on trans athletes competing against biological women or men?
Go for it. I don't give a fuck. Like, okay, sports is a fucking game in the fucking first place. You're supposed to have fucking fun. And if a goddamn AMAB trans femme individual wants to compete against other women, what are you mad she's gonna win? Like, okay.
Well,
fuck you. Eat my ass. Let them compete in sports. It's all made up bullshit anyway. They're playing with balls and sticks and shit. Like, what the fuck? Have fun. I'm not going to be like, ooh, they're robbing women of a good opportunity to compete. Fuck, women's sports suck anyway.
I agree. I don't watch women's sports.
Exactly.
I mean, some people do. It's
no
not
one
just
watches
about
women's
us.
sports.
Women?
Some people
Not
do.
even women watch women's sports.
I'm sorry, but I watched women's boxing one time.
And how long were you on your phone?
So.
I'm girly pop.
How long were you on your phone?
It was against my wish. I was on the ship. Okay, and I was just
well, then,
eating.
so you were forced.
Case in point. No one gives a fuck. What is the last women's boxing match you've ever fucking watched?
That was the one
life?
and only I've ever seen.
Case in point. No one gives a fuck.
But anyway, so I don't care. Sports are just made up bullshit anyway. So it's like, why not let a person just fucking have fun?
I don't have a dog in this fight. Hold on. I don't have a dog in this fight, but I will say just make sure, do some science, make sure you're equal in terms of physiology.
But that's what...
That's
my question, because
everything.
I'm not going to say I'm leaning more on one side toward or another.
One or the other.
But I can see both sides. But I'm just like, is there evidence that if you're taking hormones that it puts you down? Like, if you're a trans woman competing against biological women and you're taking estrogen, does that also lower your testosterone to the levels of a biological woman?
You'd have to take... Okay, so you can take testosterone blockers, which also help with that. But if you take estrogen, you literally don't have, like, your body, like, replaces the testosterone you're making with the estrogen you're getting. As far as I'm concerned, I'm not a trans woman. I don't really know the knowledge. Haley might know more than I do. But, as far as I'm sure, you don't have, like, the testosterone that you would be if you're just an AMAB, living an AMAB life. So, like, what the fuck? Like, what's the, like, everyone's like, oh, they're robbing women of, like, opportunities. I'm sorry. Let me eat
But
the
I
mic.
can see cause to be, concerned. I mean, I don't think people should just, automatically move towards, oh, that's transphobia. I think it's important to focus on whether or not it's equal, because it is
The
a competition.
physiology
If it was just
aspect.
like a normal game where it's not a competition, I can understand. But for competition,
Are you talking more like ball sports or boxing
any
types
kind
UFC
of sports,
sports?
period.
But it, like, let them, like, they're women.
They are trans women are women. I'm not saying they're not.
No, I know. I'm not saying that you're. I'm not saying that you're saying that they're not. I'm saying, like, that they're women. So, like, why not let them, like, I don't know, like Eric was saying, as long as they're in the same, like, weight class, as long as they're in the same, like, they're comparable psychologically or
But
physiologically.
I'm wondering if
Compatible.
Do you know
Yeah.
if, like, I was going to say the NFL, but there's no women playing in football.
Well, there is a women's football league. Again,
Is there
here's
really?
the point. No one gives a fuck about
exactly.
women's
No one
sports.
gives a fuck.
Yes, there is a women's football league.
I didn't know that. Wow.
There's a women's basketball, women's football.
I mean, I
there's
knew there
all
was
of it.
women's basketball and boxing.
Case in point,
I never heard of women's football.
dude, I'm telling you, no one watches. First, I'll be real. I don't watch any sports. The only thing I really watch is baseball, which fucking I know. Fuck me.
Boo,
but,
you're
like,
boring.
I know.
Boo.
Hey, look, I grew up
Whitey.
watching The Sandlot. I love that movie. I love baseball. It's the only sport I fully understand the rules, surprisingly enough, because it's complicated.
What,
as shit.
baseball?
Yeah, baseball. I love baseball. Love the Texas
I just
Rangers.
like men's asses in their uniforms.
They do look nice.
I mean,
in
very
their tight
plump.
ass pants. And I'm like, oh.
very, very plump.
They be
I
doing
think
squats.
baseball players like the most unhealthy. Like out of all of them, they're like the most average people. Like any of us in this room
Baseball
could be a
players?
baseball player. Yes, 100%. They're like the least.
That requires running.
Yeah,
you have to
but
be athletic.
Not as much running as like football, because you run to one base and
mean,
then another, and you're just standing there, and then you're not like. I mean, unless you're outfield and you're just going and like running to get a fly ball or whatever, but like
Anyway,
by and
trans
large, it's less moving than most other sports, I think. But
Golf.
yeah, okay, that only fat people play golf.
You said golf's so excited.
Golf.
Well, because I don't really think golf entails that much.
Like,
Physical exertion.
activity,
It
yeah.
doesn't. No, it doesn't. It absolutely doesn't.
But anyway.
All the golf players listening to this. Oh, actually.
Yeah, I mean, I think that, like, as long as everyone's doing it safely and everyone's cool, a trans woman gets to feel more like a woman and get to be involved and play with other women like themselves. Like, that shit's great. Like,
I just didn't know if there was like science behind it, or if there's anybody that actually cares, or they're just letting trans women compete against biological women without knowing if they're.
Oh no, they definitely, like, you have to take estrogen, you have to actively be on estrogen, you have to actively be transitioning. You can't just be like
Say you're a trans woman.
AMAB, yeah, in a dress and being like, yo, I'm a
Like
woman.
yesterday, like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
I'm a woman now, and I want to be
Yeah.
in sports, or
Yeah, they don't do that. They actually there's a lot of, like,
Because there was like a whole
provisions.
thing with like Leah Thomas and Riley Gaines, and I'm just like,
I don't know.
I feel
who this-
I
bad
don't
for
know who
Leah
those people are
Thomas, but at the same time, I was just like wondering, did they make sure she was taking hormones, or is she not? I don't know.
And a trans woman taking estrogen isn't like, it's not like making you stronger. It's not like, okay, so if like same thing with like a trans man taking testosterone or taking steroids or whatever the fuck they're taking to transition, like that makes them, like, I guess, stronger, like people say, or it gives you more like man strength. But it's like
Yeah.
a trans woman taking estrogen isn't gonna make you some like beefed up fucking powerhouse.
Well, no, it doesn't do that. But like, I think that what people, when it comes to that, like, people are like the fizzy. I keep saying I can't say the word,
Physiological.
but I keep needing to say it. Yeah. From years and years of not taking the hormones to get you to where you want to be, i.e. bone density and muscle mass and stuff like that. That's why I'm saying it's like it all comes down to like I literally had to pause to say it, physiological standards to make it fair for everybody. You know, I think that's the real. I don't even want to say it's a controversy. It's more or less just like a, you know, like a how can we make this fair for everybody? That's my stance in it. Again, I don't particularly have a dog in that fight, so I can't speak on it as I am not in
I was
any
just
of these
curious,
communities.
'cause I haven't looked at any like articles, you know, about anything like that.
Right.
I just kind of I get my news from TikTok, literally. And I don't like making decisions just based off of a TikTok I see. I like to be informed.
Yeah.
I wouldn't trust any information on TikTok unless that information's coming from Spacecast Inc. on TikTok.
Spacecast Inc.
Not Class Cast, and go and follow it, especially if you need eclipse information. But if this is coming out after the eclipse, I hope you've seen it already, or otherwise
Fucking die. You should have followed earlier. Fuck you. Follow Space Class on Instagram, TikTok, Tumblr, fucking X, fucking everywhere, bitch. And that is it. Goodbye. That was the podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed.
We still got 30 minutes to go. It's a power hour. It's 1 hour. So have any of y'all ever had sleep paralysis before?
Never.
Sleep paralysis, encounters with sleep paralysis demons?
I've never.
Never in my life.
It's trippy. Have y'all seen like videos or things that explain what it's like?
No.
I feel like that's cap.
I mean, I've seen like, again, I've seen TikToks about it.
I've had sleep paralysis a lot. I've had it quite a few times.
People making jokes about their sleep paralysis demons in the corner while they're just there and they can't move.
You know, you have it enough times, you get to the point where you can kind of like, man, I've literally had sleep paralysis where I'm like, fuck you, dude. Like, I'm not falling. I'm not doing this shit right now. Like, you're trying to intimidate me, but fuck you. Like, I'm not, like, you're not winning, bro. And, like, I eventually get out of the sleep paralysis. But the first times I've had it, oh my fucking God. Straight up out of The Exorcist. Straight up out of, what's that one that you like a lot? Insidious?
Oh, Insidious.
There's a lot of horror movies I like.
It's
The
fucked,
Conjuring?
dude. Yeah, it could be Conjuring-esque. It's fucked. I've seen The Shadow Man.
Insidious is the one with the kid that's
Kind of sleep paralysis shit.
shit.
Yes, yeah.
And you used to do that a lot.
Is that your graduation robe? I'm sorry.
It
Off
is.
topic. I don't know what I did with mine.
I have mine in my closet.
I have no idea what I did with mine.
Yeah, mine's on a giant mannequin with a plague doctor mask.
Fuck it, who gives a fuck? High school fucking sucked anyway. Actually, I liked high
Yeah, I know,
school
but
a lot.
mine is
I
a
wasn't
nice
home.
purple.
Oh, you're right.
love
Pascal
purple.
purple.
No, black's way more clean as a cap and gown.
It's
bro.
good. I like it. It's a nice.
I did like
color
the
with
purple.
the silver stripes too.
I don't know what I do with my cap, speaking of, actually. I think my mom might have it.
I said silver, but that's more of a gray.
You're gonna go up to her house.
What are we even all talking about?
Where's my fucking cap at?
Where's my fucking cap? It was about fucking Mr. Buchanan. Shout out Mr. Buchanan. I love Bakugan. I love
I haven't thought of that name in years.
Yeah, that was my rock.
What was he in theater?
A choir.
Choir.
I almost said music. Like
Music.
Like it was fucking elementary school.
Mm-hmm.
Not me putting U.S. Navy on my graduation cap, and then that being the worst 6 years of my entire life.
You
Yeah,
did.
that was insane.
Yes.
You really think the grass would be greener on the other side, and then it turns out to be strewn with manure, right?
Yeah.
But when you're in the Navy, you've had you collected quite the you collected quite the experience, and like I think it's matured you a lot. Because I remember you prior to Navy, and you were, I would never say you're like a fuck up by any means, but like out of the Navy, you're a lot more like, you know, well-rounded, more mature, reliable, more grit to you, you know, more capable.
He basically
I
saying
think
you're
it
not a
was-
piece of shit anymore.
I think it was more the depression I went through.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that
and
too.
still battle to this day, you know? So,
Have you
what?
ever
It's
thought
true.
about
It
taking
gives
meds?
Oh, you just
I
said
took-
depression. It killed me. Sorry.
I took meds, and I didn't like them. They made me feel
What'd you
weird.
take?
Zoloft.
I heard that's bad.
I was on Prozac. Fuck Prozac. Never take Prozac.
I used to take Prozac. That shit sucked. It didn't work. It made me tired. It made me fat. Now I'm fat.
It made me
and
feel
that's
like.
the life.
And I'm still recovering from
Yeah,
that
no,
shit.
trust me. I also take I take Lexapro and Abilify now, and Lexapro made me fat too. So
Never trust-
Fuck Lexapro.
If it's in a commercial, don't take it.
No, but I'm thriving. I take antidepressants and an antipsychotic, and I'm thriving.
I took Prozac. I took Prozac. I took some sleep one because I was taking so many medications at one point where I needed a sleep medication because I wouldn't be able to go to sleep naturally. Because
Prozac didn't make you tired as fuck?
No, I was taking something else that made me not tired. Seroquel was the sleep one. I took Seroquel, and then Seroquel was what knocked me out. But like
Zacaquil.
Well, I was on.
I prefer dealing with my depression without meds. I don't know. I just feel like it's healthier.
I understand that because when I was on meds, I felt like a legitimate robot, and now I just do it the natural way, man.
I take my meds and I'm thriving. When I don't take them, I notice like my moods are more erratic. They're more like I can't bounce back as easy from like depressive episodes or anything like that.
I think
or like anxiety and stuff. Like it helps me bounce back a lot easier. So I fucking love the medicine that I take.
C'est la vie,
love
man.
that shit.
To each their own.
Oh yeah, definitely. Because I know for some people it doesn't work, and that's why I was so scared to start taking meds because I've heard your stories. I've heard my mom's stories, other people's stories, and it's like I was really scared at first, but now that I'm on that shit, I'm like better than I've ever been. That's just great. It just makes you fat.
Zach looked out into dead space when he said it just makes you fat. He backed off the mic and just looked into dead space. One side effect.
One side effect, it makes you fat as shit and it makes you sleep all the time. So if you like being of a bigger weight and sleeping all the time, then get on antidepressants.
I think it makes like wintertime cuddling a lot better too.
Oh, it does, yeah.
Generate a lot more heat that
And when I
way.
fall asleep, I heat up like a furnace. Haley's always touches me and she's like, oh, ow, fuck.
Wakes up with 3rd degree burns and skin's falling off.
On one side of her body.
Oh, God.
Touching me.
The bed's on fire and shit. There's just like burn marks in the sheets.
I have something I want to talk about.
Yeah.
Being a trans person, dating a trans person. That's very fun.
Did y'all hear it's supposed to rain next week during the eclipse?
It will be more of like a you talking and us listening versus a conversation because I don't know what that feels like.
No, but I wanted to.
Right.
I just wanted to say, I guess for the people, it's a very enlightening experience, and going through something with somebody that you love a lot, and going through something that y'all are both kind of going through at the same time but different. Yeah, it's very interesting because she's AMAB trans femme and I'm AFAB trans mask. So it's like we're. Are both you going talking about
computer coding right now?
No, AMAB.
Please.
Assigned male at birth.
Okay.
And assigned AFAB is assigned female at birth. So, and trans mask.
I thought maybe we were talking about like Five Nights at Freddy's or something.
FNAF.
Shit.
So she's
that's
FNAF and I'm FNAF.
That's the sequel.
Computer coding.
Those are the sequels. I'm sorry. Tell your story.
No,
Tell your thing.
I just wanted to say that it's a really enlightening experience because even though we're going through drastically different things, we're kind of going through the same fucking thing at the same time.
Together.
And it's very, very fun because it's just like, fuck, I'm like, I get to grow with this person. And it's very cool. That's really all I wanted to say. I just wanted to shout out Haley. Haley Cinema. Follow her on Instagram. Fucking... She'll post music.
Release some music, Haley.
Release some music, Haley. God damn it. We want to hear your
music. Is she a singer?
Composer. Well, a singer, too.
Yeah, a singer, too. Yeah, she'll be singing. She'll be making music. She'll be singing.
I have a lot of old Haley demos, man. And I play them still to this day.
I need to listen to them, like, pronto.
Well, I'll send you some of the ones that I have. Some are just beats. Some are her singing all over them. And then other ones are, like, ones that she did release, actually. Like, Stunt. Stunt was one of the songs... Before I even became friends with everyone back in high school, I heard that song, and I was honestly, like, kind of, like, shy to meet Haley, because I'm like, oh my god, like, she's actually really good.
Starstruck, oh my god, she's
I was a little bit, because I would play that song.
Not you fangirling.
It's a good song.
Are you fangirling over my girlfriend?
Hey, if I can't find that, I can't find that song now, so if you can get her to send it to me, I'd love to hear it again, but that used to be a fucking favorite, yeah.
She got a new PC, so.
Fuck, man. If that song's lost, that's a fucking tragedy. Because that's literally what turned me on to her music.
Have you heard Bolero?
I'm sorry.
We need to collab, too, also.
I think
I
the
haven't
best
heard that
music made in this world are parodies by that of the Westboro Baptist Church.
Oh, my God.
They make song parodies?
They do. And
wait.
as oppressive and as offensive as they are funny as fuck.
I think they
my
live up to the
God.
name parody, probably.
Jesus Christ is my N-word. The original G.
Fucking
crazy.
bro. If you ever find one of the like that video, the Jesus Christ rap song.
Let's just look it up on
If
TikTok.
if you look at the comments and look at the amount of like Snoop Dogg doing the Crip Walk gifs,
Yeah.
or like that Jay-Z video of him just bobbing his head.
Yeah. Holy shit.
It's fucking hilarious, man.
Ooh, I want to eat my chips and do ASMR.
Let's.
Bruh,
That's not the
blocking it
actual.
out.
That's not the
And
actual
also,
one.
Yeah, that was
That's
like
not?
a parody.
That's not his voice.
Sounded
No.
like it, yeah.
No, that's not it.
It sounded like a British parody.
Yeah, I did. Because in the actual guy, he said, "My crew is big and it keeps getting bigger." Like he didn't sound like that.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm not gonna finish the last of that verse.
Yeah,
That's it.
Put him to the mic.
Gotta do a rap to a hip hop beat. So I gave my sermon an urban kick. My rhymes are fly, my beats are sick. My crew is big and it keeps getting bigger. That's cause Jesus Christ is my name.
Police! I was not expecting
Bro,
that.
you gotta get to fucking Bertha's verse, man.
I was
to
not.
Gretchen's
Oh, that
verse.
made my head hurt. I was not expecting that.
I like when she goes, "Jesus Christ is my."
Oh my god.
Didn't she say it's like something? Turn the other cheek or something
Yeah.
like that. Like, bruh, someone get their grandparents, bruh. But if that was my church, I'd be like, it's a hit, post it. I wouldn't, even though I knew it would cause some shit, I'd be like, post that shit right now, bro.
That's a fire. Post
That
it
shit's
now.
fire, post that shit. Make it a Nocturnia production.
This shit's some heat. Nocturnian production.
They cooking. That shit's fucking hilarious.
So do you make music still?
So, not like, I'm honestly on my Haley shit a little bit there, because I do, like, still play and, like, record shit, but I don't post anything really at
Haley's
all.
gonna be my producer. I'm gonna make music. I'm making music.
I know you
Doing
can
it.
sing, man. I know you. Yeah, I mean, I've been
Oh,
waiting.
say, can you see? I'm kidding.
By the dawn's
early
early light,
light.
what so
so
proudly they hailed. Oh shit.
At the twilight that's gleaming.
No, I think Fergie had the best rendition of that song.
What's the next part of it?
And the rockets red glare.
You gotta sing it though.
Oh, I can't. I'm not gonna sing that right now.
Yeah.
I'll sing something else.
Wasn't she on coke when she did that?
I don't
swear she
know.
probably was.
I don't know, but
Sean
it took the
Connery.
internet less than a minute to create memes about it.
Yeah, what an iconic moment, to be honest.
Oh, for real. No, but when y'all do make that music, let me know.
Oh, yeah.
I do want to get fully back into music. I mean, like, if you, like, I have the digital electronic drum set.
Yo.
All the shit, all the mics. It's like I make it for the projects I need like original music for, but like yeah, I'm not like where I was in high school where it's like my ambition is to be a musician and all I want to do is create music. I think since then, yeah, the horizons have definitely been broadened by a violent degree.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what happened, but now it went from just like, yeah, I want to be in music and into art to fucking running a space account, doing a podcast,
Space
fucking making artisan teas. I also do that. I don't know if y'all knew fucking that shit. I make
The fuck is an artisan tea?
it's just like
Artisanal.
yeah, I don't know if I said that
I
right.
can live in
I think it is
artisanal.
artisan.
I think I think it's artisan, but like it's fucking it's just I make these organic
I'm sorry, I'm singing a Jack Stopper song. Okay, let me stop. Go ahead.
unplug his fucking mic. No, I just make these organic tea. Like I make sleepy time teas, and I also make like focus type teas.
What's
and,
the
like,
difference
these-
between a sleepy time and a focus?
Are you asking, or is this just a fucking? is this a ploy?
No, it's a genuine question. It's like
Well, what's the
sleepy
difference
time
between
fabric,
being
cotton,
sleepy
silk.
and awake? One makes you tired, one wakes you
like,
up.
Oh, okay, but like, is it like what's in it? Like,
Oh, now I feel like an asshole because I thought you were joking around, and I'm over here fucking you piece of shit.
Was it got like cotton and like fucking?
No, one's got like
Lavender in it?
Yeah, one's got lavender and one's got ashwagandha.
Oh,
Yeah, ashwagandha.
and
If you haven't tried that, it's pretty good.
Fuck is ashwagandha?
Tori's had it. She swears by it that it got her to like get the energy to like work out and be healthier and shit.
Really?
Yeah, it's good.
It's an herbal tea.
Well, you could take it as a
Why are you laughing?
funny. Is it an herbal tea?
herbal tea.
I'm just wondering.
It's a root. It's a root, really. Why was root funny to you? It's a root, but like you can take it in
because
capsules.
we're too serious about talking about fucking tea.
Yeah, why are we talking about tea? But
No, I'm interested. Tea.
I actually have some ashwagandha, and that's not how you say it. It's ashwagandha.
Yeah, it's
but
ashwagandha.
I have some ashwagandha teas that I didn't drink. I can hook y'all up with some. Y'all could try it tomorrow if you want.
Not you saying it the wrong way,
what
even
is
though
it
you know how to
supposed
say
to
it the right way.
It's called satire, Nick. Come on.
Yeah, Nichols, get on the get with the.
And also, we're from
Unforge.
Texas. But no, it's
What?
What?
What did you say?
I said unforge.
Oh, unforge.
it's good.
You know what else is good? Nicotine.
Sex.
And sex. Sex is good
Nicotine after sex.
too. Yeah, isn't that
What
like
the
a band?
Have you ever, Nikki? Have you ever, after taking some dick? Have you ever like drank some, like nicotine or cigarette or something?
Not
Like,
him, just like I'm sorry. Why the pause? The pause was unnecessary. It
After you just took really huge veiny
behemoth cock.
mammoth cock. After you receive mammoth cock, what do you like to smoke after?
He's looking at me.
just my nicotine vape.
And don't you feel like another level of high afterwards?
I don't really.
Well, it's because you hit a lot of those vapes. To be fair, you have like a perma nicotine high.
Oh my god, me too. At this point, I've like
It's not
started
the
smoking
same.
cigarettes, and then I switched to fucking vaping. And
Yeah,
I-
50% don't do shit for me no more.
Oh my god, what are you
I could-
at? What percentage is over 50?
When I
I didn't think they made over 50% Nick.
I don't think so. It's the highest it goes. I think.
Don't they have
Oh.
like the?
But
the,
whenever I
rigs?
tried quitting like 2 months ago, I did 5 days without it, and whenever I finally hit a vape again after those 5 days, my buzz was slight, very very slight,
And temporary, I'm assuming.
and very temporary. Yes, but it wasn't. It didn't feel like the first time that I had hit a vape.
I hated the first time I hit a vape. It
Oh,
was
I
the
loved
worst.
it. It was fantastic.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
Why do I want to feel dizzy and feeling I'm gonna throw up?
Honestly, no.
I'll just drink.
Yeah, taking a hit of a good vape, it's like smoking like 10 cigarettes at once. Finishing them at once too.
Oh yeah,
It's intense.
my lungs at this point, they're probably screaming for
They're
help.
shriveled.
Yeah, no, I mean the fact that you haven't been hearing him breathing this whole time is a sign that there is a God, I think. Despite our criticisms earlier in the podcast about him.
Shout out God.
As he takes a rip. Actually, y'all are
Hey,
making
hit
me
it
want
right
some
up against the
nicotine.
mic.
Can I hit one of y'all's nicotine things? Because I've
It
been
is.
drinking. I only go nicotine when I've been drinking, which is all the time. So I technically am a nicotine addict. I just disguise it under my alcoholism.
That's a slay. Recently,
Not me just hearing that thing.
AC took the mic.
I kind of forgot what I was gonna say.
I thought we were gonna have a
The
Wendy
fact that me and
Williams
Eric
sort of
were
incident.
so intrigued, we were like, just silence.
Not gonna lie, I forgot what the fuck I was gonna say. I have stage fright. I'm in front of the mic. And I'm in the stew, and I'm getting nervous.
We performed in front of so many people live. This isn't even.
I know.
Like, this is gonna go. This is gonna go up like in December or some shit. I don't fucking know.
God damn, December.
Fucking next year.
Wait, fucking. No, I have a bad habit of like. I had like the last one I posted. We recorded like months ago.
I have a killer idea.
The one that me, you, and Lila did?
No, it was the one after that. What's your idea, Zach?
Let's get a script together and let's record another one so you have multiple. You have a lot of content that you can trickle out over the eve.
Yeah, no, that's I try to do that and like do it in sessions,
Like
but
pre-record and shit, like a
Yeah.
bunch of them at once.
if it wasn't like an hour long, because I used to be a fan of this podcast way back in the day. I mean, they don't make it anymore, but the podcast was only like 10 minutes long.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and it was funny as hell. But what they would do is they would just record like 50 of them, or maybe even like 100 of them in one sitting, and they post like one a week, and it only takes 10 minutes to do each episode. So no one caught that.
I
But
didn't
me.
actually.
But if that was the case here, then yeah, we in this hour that we've been recording, we could have done like 6 podcasts. That's like 6 weeks. What's that in months?
2 months.
Yeah, just under 2 months.
2.5.
No, it's like 1 1/4, 1 and 2.
3 years. I don't know.
But yeah, no, it's hard when it's an hour, and the only reason it's an hour is because I named it the Midnight Power Hour. Because originally when I started the podcast, I'm like, well, maybe I'll make it like a 30-minute podcast. But
No,
then
we love hour-long podcasts.
yeah, and that's
We'll
actually
listen to at work.
and that's short for a podcast nowadays. Most of them are like 2-3 hours long. I couldn't imagine listening to myself talk for fucking 3 hours.
Oh, I would.
Well, if you're passionate about it and it's your job, like if it's the only thing you do, I could see.
Yeah, right. Yeah, for sure.
When I start,
But I think when
I'm gonna do it
people
for
are just
hours.
starting out, they keep it short.
Yeah.
And then once you start, gaining viewers and followers and people that, actually care and want to see you grow,
Right.
and you have a very decent amount of viewers
Right.
or listeners, then you can get big enough to just do this.
Kind of like how
And then all you're going to want to do is just podcasts.
Right, kind of like how you and Lila are like growing a community, and that's what I want to do when I get like to that point. I want to like start taking it live, doing like a live session. Maybe the live sessions will be like longer, and then the edited condensed version will be like closer to an hour. But once I get to a point where it's like, yeah, a good community around it, yeah, I would love to start taking it live because I want to get into the live shit. I see you and Lila doing like the live streaming, and like
You know
it
what
seems
would
so
be
fun.
so cool is if, and I know a lot of people don't listen to radio anymore, but I've always found, the like 106.1,
Yeah, like the radio
the
shows.
Kid Craddock show. In the
Oh
morning.
yeah,
I love
I used to
that.
listen to like Russ Martin and like all those radios. I used to love that shit. I'm still a fan of. If y'all-
Damn.
for y'all that
Too
could-
close to be sorry. Is that the Delta 9?
No.
Oh, my bad. It's just
Some
nicotine, okay.
fucking
Zach
nicotine.
just like blew a cloud towards Nikki, and he's just like fucking.
Well, no,
He
because
swatted away like I blew fucking tear gas at him.
It was
tear gas.
Agent Orange or some
No,
shit.
please. It's just no.
You,
'cause
oh,
I,
to be in the Navy, didn't you have to like get maced or something?
I
Yes,
got
he did,
maced.
and then got
Yeah.
beat with like a fucking baton.
I got maced.
I have that video.
And
I'm gonna put it at the end.
They also put us in a gas chamber.
Yeah, I had a
What the
friend in the
fuck?
Navy.
They did.
They put you in a
Yes, and you had to breathe in. It was tear gas.
like
actually.
Shmuel.
Yes, yes, but you weren't.
Yo, when I first shaved my hair, some guy at work was like, "You look like Shmuel."
Not yes, like Shmuel. However, what they do is they line you up in a formation inside this gas chamber, right? Everybody has masks on. They go one at a time in the lines. They tell you to take your mask off, and they tell you to take a breath. You take a breath, you start coughing, you start slowly losing oxygen, and right at the very peak where you feel like you're going to lose your life, they start telling you to get out of the room.
Oh my god.
They want you to experience how it
Near
feels.
death.
Well, to me, that's what it felt like. to
Well,
me.
yeah.
Other people, it didn't really affect them like it did. Like, everyone reacted to it differently. I, for one, was dying, and I was at the back of the line, and all these people were just as slow as can be walking out of this room.
Well, it's because you were
I
ripping
said,
your
"Please
nicotine
hurry
vape the whole
up."
time.
Like, I can't breathe back here.
That's fucking insane, dude. Well, because like you know how when you're in a plane and if you're in a situation where the masks come down, what happens is the mask comes down. You only have like 10 minutes of oxygen, and that's supposed to be enough time for the pilots to get you to a level in the sky where there's oxygen, because they fly at heights where there's like no oxygen virtually. So they get you to a point in the sky where there's somewhere you could breathe, because if you stay up there, and this is what they think happened with that Malaysian flight that went missing.
Oh, 370.
Yeah, 370.
That is, I'm sorry, that is like one of my favorite conspiracy.
Oh, me too.
theories.
I've binge watched so many documentaries about it. But to finish
Whoa! I've only seen one. I need you to send me some.
I'll send. Oh,
because I am.
bro, I got you. There's a lot of them.
I love because did you ever hear about I forgot what that island is called? It's Diego Garcia.
Mm-mm.
Yes, it's a military. It's a U.S. military island over there in the South Indonesian Sea. Not Indonesian, South India Sea. Sorry. And people believe that plane landed there, and everyone that was on that plane was subjected to like torture,
like slavery and shit.
Tests, like
What?
becoming human, like tests.
I've never heard
subjects.
that.
Yeah.
No, the one I've never heard that. You need to send me that documentary because
It wasn't a documentary. It was just
it's like a theory.
Yeah, it's a theory that I saw on TikTok.
Oh, okay.
I told you I get my news from TikTok, bro.
I'm deleting that app from your phone before you leave today. But no, the one where I heard the kind of conspiracy is what they think. They think like this is leading towards like the pilot doing it, like kind of like hijacking the plane and it becoming like a suicide mission. What they think they did
But
was
that's the thing. I'm confused. I'm like, okay, this man wants to off himself. Why is he taking other people with him? And
I don't
children
know, man.
too.
Yeah, that's the thing too. Maybe you can attribute that to psychopathy, but like
I'm open to all theories about what happened to that flight, but I find it real hard to believe that a man. Well, I mean, I guess people did crash planes into the Twin Towers just to kill other people.
Well, yeah, but like
and themselves.
And like if he landed it on that island, like you said, then he's subjecting them to worse than just death. Because the way they think, to finish my original point, was the way they think that he did it was that like the gas mask came down at a certain point, and then the oxygen ran out. And since they had no oxygen and something about the air pressure, they slowly lost consciousness to it's like literally just like a fading out until you die.
Motive. And you know what's so funny is days after this flight went missing, they went to this man's house and they found on his flight simulator at home the trajectory that this plane supposedly took.
Yeah. And it would have crashed into the ocean.
Pings or whatever.
Well, they found pieces of the plane.
Yes, but were they planted?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, but that is one of my favorite, like, I don't know why I get, like, I watch a lot of plane crash videos. A little interesting, quirky thing about me. I never been on a plane, but like I don't know, like that shit's just like, especially those kind where like they disappear type flights, like, because there's no way that was accidental. Like I'm sorry, either it got hijacked or he did it. There's no other way around it.
This plane supposedly flew right back over Malaysia, but it was right on the Malaysian border, along with the country that's right to the left.
Was it Vietnam?
Yes. Wait,
yeah.
I think it was Vietnam. Whatever country's right to the left of it.
It was like a Vietnamese
but they share
sea,
a border.
I think, where he kind of turned around allegedly, because there was a transition between Malaysian airline or Malaysian radio.
So
whatever,
where the plane officially disappeared from was the South China Sea.
Okay.
Right in the box where he's about to turn over comms to the Vietnamese. Versus the Malaysians, because he was on comms with the Malaysians.
Yeah.
But then he got to a point where he had to turn it over to the Vietnamese.
Yeah, it was somewhere in the middle of a sea. I think he was going over like a body of water.
Yes, but in that time period,
everything went dark.
Yes, everything went dark.
Yeah.
And that's when apparently it turned south. It went back over Malaysia, and then it kind of turned to the right and then turned to the left towards the southern Indian Ocean.
Or upwards, they say, because they were using like some sort of satellite to ping where those radio frequencies could have came from.
So they don't know if it turned left.
It could have went north or south, is what they were thinking, and everyone says south because obviously there was no record of it landing in any other like northern airport or anything like that. I truly think the pilot did it. That's where I stand on it. Like I said,
what if they were just hijacked?
Well, then they would have had to have intricate knowledge of when to do it.
Yes, but there's so many, ways to get that knowledge.
And why would they hijack? Okay, hijack it and then do what? Hijack it and crash into the ocean, and then no one knows what happened. Like you would think a terrorist would be like, "Oh, this is our cause. This is why we did it. This is what we did." But everyone just not knowing what happened, unless they, like you said originally, took it to some place where they did some other crazy shit, which. We need to get your mom in here for this. I bet she has like the answers.
Oh yeah, I'm just sitting here like, what the fuck's going on? But my mom will definitely have some bullshit.
They took them to the Hollow Earth.
What they did was
the portal in Antarctica.
No, the Earth is flat.
Oh,
to mom.
Well, I thought she said it was like flat on top, but like spherical at the bottom, like a half sphere.
She thinks it's flat, but there's like a dome around it. the firmament.
I'm all too familiar, but with that, yeah, go ahead.
I know I've kind of messed around with the flat Earth theory a little bit.
You've entertained some
Yes,
conspiracies.
we have entertained it, but as a joke.
It's not. Yeah, it's not.
But I've seen the curvature.
Yeah.
I've been on a plane multiple times. I've seen the curvature, and I've sailed the ocean blue. I've been
blessed
Christopher
curvature.
Columbus himself.
Wow.
Okay.
So you stole
cannot.
It
I would look out into the big binoculars, and you could not see. You would see a ship out there on the horizon, but you can only see half the ship. The reason that you can't see the bottom part of the ship is because it's over the horizon. It's
Yeah.
over the curvature.
Just slightly out of reach, where it's only half as
Yeah,
visible.
and yeah. My mom thinks
And
Earth
you know,
is
I've
flat.
also I've entertained the the moon landing theories too.
She thinks it's fake.
The moon landing.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I think there's motive to fake it, but I think it genuinely happened.
I'm
I
not
think
saying it did or
One
didn't.
small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Do you think they obviously they had bathroom situations in their suits? Who do you think was the first one to take a piss or shit on the moon in their suits? Was it Armstrong? Was it one of the other
I'm
guys
pretty
he was
sure
with?
they probably used the restroom in the capsule before they went outside.
But I think the suits have a built-in
Oh my
catheter
God,
system.
do they?
I think. I don't know. I should know. But
Quite possibly, because I'm sorry.
Yeah, Mr. Space.
Well, 'cause
If I was doing a spacewalk, I have irritable bowel syndrome.
Oh my God, you have IBS? No shit.
Slight IBS.
No
yeah.
shit.
And-
More like all shit. Because it's IBS.
It wasn't diagnosed; it's a self-diagnosis.
Oh, so then you don't have it. You just think.
you just have a shitty diet.
Yes,
Is what's happening.
You just shit a lot.
Yeah.
So you
I have IBS, is lactose intolerant, and only eats
so I'm
cheese-related
just saying,
products.
there has to be some sort of means.
Fuck off.
There has to be some sort of means of relieving
monkey
yourself
howls.
in your spacesuit. Maybe just pee, because I don't know where the poop would go.
Is there just a Ziploc bag on your ass? Kind of
just taped to your asshole.
all you hear in your suit is just a fucking.
But what's
And I
funny
know
is
you
the
heard
little
that in
poops.
your ears.
The little poops would also be floating around.
Oh my god, it would. Slightly. Just anytime
Imagine
you jump.
this shit just coming up into your helmet. Like,
Oh my
there's
god.
just a little piece of dookie.
You're just moving your head around.
floating
You're oh my god. No. It's floating towards you. You're just face against the fucking glass and shit. Oh my god.
We're dumb as fuck.
So, do you guys know about the game Halo at all?
Bro was flabbergasted. The sudden change of topic.
No, it really was the change of
this
topic.
This has something to do with it a little bit, okay? So,
They take. Is there a part of the game where you take a shit in your spacesuit in Halo?
so there's these
Give us the answers.
there's these people called Spartans, right? And it's a military. It's based off of the Marines.
Mm-hmm.
So so there's
Love
they're
me some
these
Marines.
Crazy motherfuckers.
So there's some they're super soldiers, right? And they were kidnapped at a very young age and put in these suits, right? And people were saying so they're basically they strip them of all of their need to have sex. They're their sexual desire or some shit. They're basically robots. They're
How do they do
agents,
that?
basically.
They just jack
No,
them
but-
off all the time?
No, that's what people were saying.
Ultimate
they,
post nut clarity?
in the suit, it just jacks you off.
Oh my god.
So that did have something to do with it because I was gonna ask, do you think is there something to jack you off in the spacesuit? Or finger you in the spacesuit or something.
People have asked about sex in space. I don't know how that
Dude,
would...
can you imagine fucking in space?
Well, could you imagine
That'd
that
be-
Cum just floats past
Ew.
your head.
you could do
Oh, shit,
you
okay.
could do and I hope to God none of my fucking family listen to this. You could do a cum shot from across the ISS.
Shoot in my mouth.
It's just slowly going there. You just
gotta
gotta be
it midair like a fucking cheese it.
like a piece of popcorn. You just gotta be really good at math or aiming. Just
I was gonna say, if you cream pie someone, does it just float out of you?
Can you get Can you queef it out?
These are the real questions. If you queef, will it
At
shoot
Neil
out?
deGrasse Tyson.
Did Eric tell you about his? He
Did he
did
fuck in
calculations.
space?
No, he did calculations of how many farts it would take to reach what?
To get you up to the speed of light.
Oh, to get you up to the speed of light.
Shit.
Yeah.
How many
I think
farts?
it would take like I think a couple thousands of years worth of farts of flatulence to
I
get
could
you
do
up to the
that.
speed
I could
of
just
light.
eat a block of cheese and probably get there.
Yeah, you could probably do it in one fucking sitting, fucking blowing ass the whole time we're eating those TV dinners for fucking.
And then Eric was like, "Yeah, it would take this long," and I'm like, "Okay, but there's also one problem. How are you going to stay alive that long? You got to eat, you got to drink water."
yeah,
Like,
that's the thought experiment part of it. That's the, it's impossible to do, but if, say, we were immortal and we had unlimited Taco Bell at
Maybe
our
a vampire
disposal.
could.
Right.
Oh yeah, because the more Taco Bell you eat, the more you're going to flatulate.
And the faster and faster, because you would retain the speed in the space, right? Like you would because there's no friction.
Unless you hit something.
Yeah, unless you hit some, but space is mostly empty. So
Not
if
you
you're
colliding
just
with a comet,
going one direction,
For real.
colliding with an asteroid.
oh lord, like a bug just on a windshield. That is fucking. This is probably the stupidest shit. If anyone listening has any access to Neil deGrasse Tyson, please show him this, and we need some legitimate answers
How
to this.
far can you shoot a comet
So-
in space? Realistically.
Infinitely, realistically,
heard,
if it was just
and-
outside, but
Holy
your
shit.
dick would freeze and break off before you could finish.
I've heard that the reason Elon Musk is so interested in space and the Space Force and all that, he's trying to mine asteroids. And if he does, that man will become a trillionaire.
Oh yeah. There's so many asteroids in space that would literally make everyone on Earth a billionaire. And not only that, like manufacturing in space, because when you manufacture stuff in factories here, it causes pollution. But if you could do that shit in space, you ain't hurting nobody. That's so much money that you could be making.
Or if you could
realistically.
manufacture shit on Mars and just ship it over here.
Right, have that be the fucking China, right? the China.
Imagine it saying "made on Mars."
That
That'd
would
be
be
so
fucking insane. That's the future right there.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think we'll be able to see that before we die? I
No.
ask all my coworkers. So I work at a little place called. Actually, I just said the first two letters, but I was thinking maybe I shouldn't say it.
Yeah, let's not.
We talked about some bad things. I'm representing their company.
I never
So
talk about
work
where
at a
I
pla-
work.
I work at a place, and we're an electronic shipping warehouse. And I always ask all of my coworkers, I'm like, do you think eventually robots are just gonna take over our job and we'll just be out of work? And they're like, oh yeah, for sure. And
I think
I'm always
we'll get to
do you
something like
think
that.
by our lifetime?
Yeah, I think we'll get to something similar to that.
There's going to be a lot of jobs that are going to be they're going to cut humans out.
Yeah.
Because we're going to be replaced with machines.
Yeah.
Fort Worth, I think it's Fort Worth, somewhere in DFW has one of the first automated McDonald's, one of the only ones. And you basically go up there and a conveyor belt kind of delivers.
And the way that
insane.
started
How
was
do they make the food? Do robots make the food?
Yeah,
What
conveyor
the
belt
fuck?
shit. Yeah, I think there's some people there to do rudimentary shit, but for the most part, yeah,
Imagine
all
the
of it's
pink
automated.
Sludge just being pooped out in a fucking little nuggets. And
It's
then
like that
fucking
Futurama
bacon.
episode, the Slurm episode.
Yeah.
Some fat fuck in the back just. There's your patty.
there's your patty.
There's your patty, jackass. Go ahead, eat up, fuck face.
Don't forget to leave a tip, bitch. They're still gonna ask you for a
Damn.
tip. They're still gonna be 10%, 20%.
You're a fucking robot.
Fuck
For
you.
real, fuck you.
I think we are getting to the age of robotics where, yeah, we'll have a lot more of that. Because just look at when we were kids and the technology we have and what's available now. And we're barely a fourth into our lives, which is kind of fucked up to say. But realistically, if we're not a third into our lifespan, we're at least a fourth. And look how far technology's come then.
I love how much that spiked when I yelled into the mic. By the way, I love
I
that.
know. I'm about
Assuming-
to edit the shit out of this.
Assuming we
later.
make it to 100, and that's a very bold assumption.
Yeah. So we're probably just a third.
I thought
into
you
our
said
lives.
if you make it to 100 nuts. I was like, what are you talking about?
I think the limit's 40. I think someone jacked off 40 times and died.
Yeah, I thought it was 32.
That's in one
but it
day,
might have been
though.
40, yeah. Damn, fucking died. That's a good way to go out, though.
I think, yeah, that's one of the more merciful ways to go out, unless you're on the MH370 fucking flight, just losing oxygen. In
Please send me
space.
those documentaries tonight.
I'll send them to you. Yeah, there's one in particular that really convinced me it was the pilot. I'll send it to you, but let's not backtrack.
I don't know. there's so much mystery, surrounding that flight that it just really interests me. I love things that are very mysterious, that don't have an answer, because there's something you could just think about forever.
Right, and you could put an answer and then talk to other people that are less knowledgeable on the subject and just sound right.
Yeah.
Which is power.
I have a random question. How do you guys feel about those?
I hate it.
How do you guys feel about those gas masks, like bongs? That you can buy?
I've never tried one.
I've never tried one either. Oh, have you ever seen one? Have you ever tried one?
I've known people that have tried it, and they say they all say it's terrible.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
I heard it's a horrible experience. Why would you want to just be trapped in
this
bong
fool
smoke?
over here has been
in
fucking gassed. Let's ask him.
In Bahrain, they have bars where you can vape alcohol.
What?
Oh, I've heard of that. There was a cow chop video about that.
It's very dangerous.
You watch Cow Chop?
It's very dangerous. You feel the effects
Hey,
faster,
this dude.
and yet that's why people would get alcohol poisoning a lot over there. And they would
that makes sense.
They would tell us to be very cautious about doing that because you can get drunk very fast.
You did it?
Have you ever butt chugged?
No, I was too scared. I'm like, hell no. Fuck, I'm not gonna vape alcohol.
You didn't hear what he said.
What?
Have you ever butt chugged something before?
What is that?
Where you put alcohol up your ass. Don't do it, it'll kill you, but it'll get you more drunk. Really
No.
bad.
Like an
It goes
enema
str-
style?
Yeah, it goes straight into your
So
bloodstream.
will
and
one
it
of these
fucks you up.
tall boys kill me that I'm currently
Yes.
drinking?
That
I would
feels-
like to say
or
yes.
that
If I poured this whole
sounds-
tall boy in my
In your
ass
ass,
right
you would
now,
die, but
it would
that's a
kill me.
That
pretty
sounds
good-
We're gonna
like
try
it
it.
would-
We're gonna try it right here.
Okay, so we're gonna try it live. I'm gonna narrate everything that's happening. Okay, he's pulling down his pants.
It's still pretty full.
It sounds like
He's
it
a
would
grower, not a
sting.
shower. Okay. Yeah, he's putting it up his ass. Okay.
Oh my god, it's so cold.
Okay, he dipped a tampon in it, and now he's. Oh my god! I think he likes it.
I kind of like it.
Oh my
he
god.
likes it.
I am starting to black out a little.
What is going on here?
Is it supposed to
Oh my
give me an
God.
erection?
It's the moan
He
for
just
me.
moaned. Yeah.
I'm extremely hard right now. Is that a side effect?
Oh my god. Oh, he's dying.
Please.
Okay, yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed. Happy
Please, you
Easter.
just
We're
reminded me
recording
of
on
something
Easter.
so stupid, dude. I was in California. I was visiting my best friend at her apartment.
That was fucking
we were,
insane.
We were both drunk as fuck. We came back from the club one night. I ordered DoorDash. And I go downstairs to the lobby to get this DoorDash because the doors are locked from the outside. So I'm like, I see these flashing lights and these EMS guys, and there's just this woman on the floor right outside the door just convulsing. And I'm just like, bro, I don't know what's going on, but this guy's trying to hand me my food while they're just sitting there trying to save this person. And I'm just like, bro, give me my DoorDash. There's just too much shit going on here.
I'm getting overstimulated. This
I'm
woman's
like,
dying.
Bro, I'm like, there's literally somebody here just steezing.
It's not like you said steezing.
When you're just trying to get your Chick-fil-A.
And, yeah. It was just, I'm sorry, it was just funny because I'm like, I hope
What
they're
food did
okay.
you
I
get?
hope that person's okay. But it was just like too much going on. I was drunk. There's a person convulsing, and I'm just trying to get my food. Like,
What food
bro,
did you get?
Taco Bell.
Oh, what'd you get?
I don't remember specifically.
Fucking scarred that
What's your
Taco
go-
Bell driver for
Ooh,
life.
okay. What's y'all's go-to Taco Bell order? I'll go first. It is a 5-layer burrito, extra beef, extra sour cream. Anyone else? Or a steak quesadilla, extra salsa.
Grilled cheese burrito with extra sour cream.
That's good. That's good. Good choice.
I love.
Got a little
Excuse
extra
me?
cum in his throat. He
I
coughed up a little
love.
bit.
I love sour cream. Taco Bell sour cream is delicious.
Oh, it's so. Any sour cream is fucking
Yeah.
delicious.
But specifically Chipotle's is my favorite though.
That's not Taco Bell.
The consistency is nice.
Not Taco Bell, but okay. Anyway,
I think, fucking,
Get out.
motherfucking,
Leave. You don't know your go-to
I don't
immediately,
know.
then get
Yeah, I
the
don't-
fuck
I
out of
don't
here.
really go to
Get the
go-to.
fuck out of here.
What's
Their
y'all's
quesadillas are also good.
what's y'all's go to like alcoholic beverage at like a restaurant? You
The
go
second-
first.
Margarita.
What do you- besides fucking jizz, what do y'all like to drink?
You fucking fat.
Or, ooh, if it's like a real classy place, a nice Cosmo.
What
The
is that?
fuck is a
It's
Cosmo?
a martini.
They got jizz in it.
No.
extra dirty. When they say it's extra dirty, it has extra
That's
jizz
just
in
a
it.
fucking guy in the back fucking blowing a load into it.
Or if we just want to get ratchet, just a nice, rum and cranberry juice.
So
Oh, good.
Malibu cranberry.
I went to, I think I was with you and we were with, I think you and Tori. I don't know who all was there, but we went to the movie theater at AMC. They have a bar there. I got a Henny Colada. That shit was good as fuck.
Interesting.
It was Hennessy and like pina colada something, infusion, some liqueur. I don't fucking know, but it was good. That shit was good.
Well, my go-to is a Dos Equis if I'm feeling a tall, of course. Always.
Ew.
If I'm feeling it, if I'm feeling beer, but if I'm feeling like hard liquor, then I'd probably just do like a Crown and Coke.
Oh,
Maybe a Crown.
I like
Apple
Jack and
if I'm
Coke.
you
feeling-
guys like
I
the
go for a
nasty
Jack
I
and
love
Coke,
whiskey.
too.
I love. Okay, hey,
Me
have you
too.
Zach? Have you tried peanut butter whiskey?
Oh yeah.
Oh
Actually,
my
yeah.
god, you guys like the
Yeah.
real hard shit. I mean,
I
the
drink
only
it straight up
hard-
too,
We're
like
real men.
on the rocks, bro.
The only fuck you. The only
He's over here drinking Malibu
The only
and
hard
fucking
liquor-
pineapple.
Cocktail. Sorry, I had to.
the only hard liquor I like is tequila. I can definitely do.
See, that's surprising. If you can't drink whiskey or drink tequila, they're both terrible.
That's hilarious because I fucking
Whiskey
hate
is
tequila.
just I don't know how to describe whiskey, but it's just fucking awful.
I live and breathe
Tequila-
and die for whiskey.
Tequila's awful, but it's bearable.
Both are awful. Let's just be real here, because whiskey doesn't taste good.
Haley drinks vodka
Who
straight.
the fuck just says I'm gonna take a shot of Crown? Just
Ooh,
thinking
yeah.
about it is
Yummy.
Oh yeah,
Yummy.
before y'all showed up, I took multiple shots of just straight whiskey.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and tequila
I'm a bitch
actually.
when it comes to taking shots. Like I'll gag and make a face, but like I throw back shots like it's great.
Vodka too. Drinking
I
straight
throw
up is
back
hard.
shots
I'm
like I
not
throw
gonna
back
lie.
my ass.
I'm not gonna lie. These days, yeah, I'd be gagging when I take shots, but before,
Me too.
before I could take shots.
It's like
no
water,
problem.
like water. Yeah.
Yes.
Remember that one time we were all we all actually hung out this day, but it was like your first vacation home, and you got like super drunk, and you were downstairs cleaning, and you were like we came downstairs, me and Tori, and you're just like dancing with your shirt off and shit, and then we went to Chick-fil-A at the mall, and you were like blackout
And
fucking
I
like,
laughed in this guy's face.
while making an order at Chick-fil-A. Yeah. Do you remember that shit? I don't think you
His
remember.
face was just funny to me.
I remember being from the distance because I didn't want to be with you because I'm like you could smell the alcohol from his breath from like 5 feet away. I'm just like I'm not like
Public
y'all have fun with that.
intoxication,
Yes, I'm like I'm not about to.
Underage public intoxication.
Yeah, you were still under 21 at that point, and fucking yeah, like this dude's looking at him just like dead face, just like as Nikki's just like laughing his ass off, can't put his order in, and then Tori's like, he'll get the deluxe McChicken with the fucking like putting in your order. Oh, did I say fuck?
We're at Chick-fil-A.
I don't think they serve McChickens at Chick-fil-A. Whatever you
My
got.
favorite order from Chick-fil-A is a McChicken, to be honest.
I like the double quarter pounders personally.
I like the Big Mac, actually. Now that I'm thinking about it.
I like the
Honestly,
Whoppers.
Let's just talk about how McDonald's is like. I'm sorry, that's like the third world country of fast food.
Excuse me.
I fucks with McDonald's.
Excuse
No,
the fuck
that's
out of
despite
me,
the
your
war.
bougie ass.
It's such trash fast
What's
food.
your go-to burger? From
What-
where?
Whataburger.
Okay, that's good
bougie
too.
bitch.
That's good too. Okay, I like it.
You bougie
And you know
ass
why?
bitch.
You know why Whataburger takes so long to make their shit is
'Cause it's
because
trash.
they
They're
make it
fucking
fresh.
coming
No.
in it.
Garbage.
Guys,
They make
they're
it-
fucking
off.
They make it fresh.
Yeah, they make it fresh. I just took a shit and I made it fresh. Are you gonna call it good? Because I made it fresh.
Yes.
No, but I'm just saying it's people are more inclined to like Whataburger versus
Okay, but
McDonald's.
like you're not going to McDonald's because it's fresh. You're just like I need some cheap
McDonald's
fast
is fucking
food.
good and cheap
and
and,
it's
delicious.
cheap.
Let's not talk about cheap. It's not cheap
yeah,
anymore.
it's not that cheap. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
They've raised their prices. It used to be the number one cheapest.
A
fast
Big
food
Mac
chain.
meal's like $8 now. That's
so yeah. I used to get like when I used to go every time I see like a double quarter
I
pounder.
even think
fucking,
Jack in
now I get the
Box
2
raised their
cheeseburger
prices
meal.
on their tacos. No,
It's like $1.29 now for
Really?
two. Or like
the
$1.19
tacos used to
for
be
two.
2 for 1.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, me and Tori always used to go.
Oh
during
yeah, the
lunch in
50-cent
high
tacos.
school.
Well, you were the only one with a job at one point, and you'd buy like
You'd buy, like, 20
tacos,
tacos for
and we'd
us.
all share. And that was a meal for
we
us.
thrived off of you.
Yes.
So thank you, and Nichols.
Yes, shout out 20.
Shout out Nichols.
Shout
'cause
out
he brought the
2016 Nichols. Yeah.
TT funded.
TT. Only us knows what that means.
Oh shit.
Oh, but it was true, man. Yeah, and then you remember you sent me to like go get more buttermilk ranch.
Yes,
Oh,
dude. They're
you
so
make all of us
They're so
do
stingy.
it.
Corporate greed. I'm telling you.
And I'd go one time. I went up to the guy, and you asked me for like some egregious amount. It's like 15 or something.
Do
like
you
that.
know what's funny?
And
Is
no, sorry, wait. I went to the guy. I'm like, can I get like 15 ranches? He's like, I can give you like 14, like just to be a bitch. You remember that?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
He was actually being a cunt. No. What really baffles me about that place is depending on who you get, there's some people that just don't give a fuck, you know. If it was me, I'd be like, personally, I'm working a very low wage job. Take as many as you want.
Right.
Who gives a fuck?
Like,
But
fuck my job.
there's those people that really care about the jobs for some reason. And I went up there one time. I don't think you were with me. I think it was with Tori and her friends. We were in high school. And I told them, I was like, can I please have more? They were like, I'm sorry, no. I said, please, I'll like even pay extra for more. Like, if you just want me to buy that, I will. They're like, no. And I'm like, bruh, are y'all that fucking low on buttermilk that y'all aren't letting people buy it from you?
Honestly, yeah, that is weird. Because you think they'd be making more money.
Like,
You're
what
just
the
like, yeah,
fuck?
fucking. No, dude. Okay, so I pointed this out to Lila the other day. We were like ordering something on DoorDash, and I forgot where we were buying from and what we got, but we deducted a few things from our order that we didn't want, like on the burger. I think it was burgers that we didn't want, and then it didn't deduce any money at all. But if you wanted to add anything extra, even if it was like onions or lettuce or fucking tomato,
Yeah, it's extra.
that adds extra. But if you wanted to remove that shit, it doesn't deduce the price at all.
Yeah.
And it's just like, what the fuck? And then if you want to add like ranches, if you want to add other shit, they nickel and dime you on fucking everything.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, god damn, we sound fucking old. But yeah, it's
why
just
I
not
ain't talking,
right.
'cause y'all are old.
It's just not right. Back in my day.
I'm halfway to 30, man.
What do you mean halfway? We're way over halfway to 30.
Well, he's
I'm talking about from my 20s to 30s.
yeah.
I'm halfway
Oh
there.
yeah. You're 25. I'm 24. I'll join you later on.
I'm
this
like
year.
22,
literally at this
motherfucker.
point
I'm
I'm
youngest fucking
decrepit.
radio.
Like I'm old. I'm
You look
decrepit.
like a jogger. None of y'all get that reference. Shout
I'm
out to all my
like
people who play
irrelevant
Skyrim.
in the big scheme of things when it comes to like, if people want to hear from somebody, it's not going to be from anybody our age. They're going to want to hear from people that are in their teens, and I think that's so stupid.
You have such little socks on.
Ciao. Anyways, not us reverting back to that conversation about my ballerina socks.
But
Can we not?
your gay little socks
Oh god.
on your gay little
I
feet.
love
Hold
them.
on
Connected
to
your
dear
gay
life.
little
I'm sorry.
legs.
No matter what
They're
anybody
about
says
to
about
fling
them,
off and hit someone in the eye.
I don't care what anybody says about them. They're comfortable, and you can wear them with anything and not show. It's just amazing, except for Crocs.
Why would you
You'll
want to
still
look
show.
like you're not wearing socks?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just about to say that. You beat me to it by like a second.
I just feel like it's a cleaner look that way.
Ew.
But, like, dirty feet
you look
is
gross.
cleaner?
Yeah.
Well, yes, but a lot of people wear
Stank feet?
no-shows. You can see someone who looks
Who?
like
Name one.
my mom wears no-shows. My
Okay.
dad wears no-shows. Tori wears no-shows.
Your dad.
Yes, not stuff like this. They're a
His
little bit
big
higher.
ass. Wearing tiny little
These are
baby
like
socks.
extreme, like very low-cut no-shows. I prefer these.
I'm sorry, bro. I wear socks that go above my knees. That's just how
Above
much of a man I am. No.
You wear Eric wears thigh highs, guys.
I wear leggings
Eric's a
that
little femme
make
boy.
my ass look good because of how manly I am. I just want to make sure that everyone knows that my feet are covered.
Yeah, Eric also wears a skirt and a nice little tight blouse
Because-
of how much of a man he is.
I exude alpha energy.
Yeah, your balls can breathe when you wear a skirt. That's like the manliest thing you can wear, to be honest.
And I am part Scottish, so it's also cultural.
Oh
So
yeah,
fuck
Pierce
off.
is Irish, so I wonder what Taint is, because Taint's gonna be my new last name.
Taint is some fucking weird Nickelodeon fucking religion / fucking cult.
Fucking Taint.
Ugh.
And we came full circle.
And we came in a circle,
And we
just like you said.
We circle jerked in a circle.
Right back.
We are in a circle. Well, we're kind of in a triangle, like in a isosceles.
I gotta
Triangle.
go home, y'all. It's about that time.
No,
It is pretty late.
we've literally gone like well over the fucking podcast mark.
Oh well.
This is gonna be either the most condensed episode or the most or we're gonna have like an hour-long episode and then like a 25-minute episode where we're all just fucking like
Just the bloopers.
jerking off on the mic.
Ooh, some bloopers would be nice.
That would be funny, actually. Outtakes and shit. But actually, no, I really am glad we kind of got to like sit down and do this with the three of us.
Yeah.
Like I said, all of y'all have been on, but not together. And this is the first time y'all have seen each other since you've been back from the Navy. So I think all around fucking good way to end things. But hey, I appreciate y'all coming by the crib and also wanting to do the podcast because this wasn't in the books. We just kind of did this and I had a good time with y'all. Anything any of y'all want to shout out, doesn't necessarily have to be y'all shit, but feel free to fucking throw it out there right now for the people listening.
I'm gonna.
Fucking let's do rock, paper, scissors first.
Just for anyone that's listening, me and Lila both stream DBD and Apex Legends on Twitch. Lila's is xsnowstepx. Mine is at lilnickyttv. So just check
Watch
it out.
their streams and comment the most egregious shit you could possibly comment. Zach?
Follow fucking Zachary the Grub. That's me on Instagram. I'm gonna be starting a podcast soon, eventually, when I get my shit together. And it's gonna be me and my stuffed animal, Quandale Dingle, talking about whatever the fuck we want to talk about. So, look forward to that. That'll be fucking fun. Follow at Quandale Duh Baby on Instagram as well. That's Quandale's Instagram. He'll post eventually. And follow at Haley Cinema as well. My girlfriend will drop something eventually, and when she does, we will post about it. So that's it.
Thank you very much, everyone, for listening.
Oh, also follow Space Class. Sorry.
Follow Space Class, and remember, everybody, Flight M70 fucking MH370. That shit was not a fucking accident. We want fucking answers.
We
do.
need fucking answers.
Honestly,
now.
that is... I'm like obsessed with that, dude. You should have seen, and it's so funny that you brought it up.
Stop it.
Get loud. Get back. He don't want to do that work. Come on. Get loud. You ain't getting back.